Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. Just a message, Duckphil, I appreciate that you're here and watch my stream all the time, but please try and keep the chat as friendly as well. I guess you're not being unfriendly, but just try and keep it welcoming to everyone, because sometimes when you're going into your rants, like, it makes it a little bit difficult for people to get involved, so just try and keep it cool a little bit, but obviously thanks for the support, of course. Same with everyone else who's here. We're going to be heading into game number 3. It's going to be Eriador. Well, let's just bring up the player histories and then we can actually have a look at the stats at the same time. But Eriador for Red, an amazing player. Liquid Drone, his AKA, been around since the dawn of time, seen countless Ice Ages, countless Thors, and he's here once again in STPL. He won against Streamer in his last game on Carthage 3. He's back here on Neo Arkanoid, and he is going to be up against CRVT. CRVT has actually been doing very well, 50% win rate. All of his games have been quite recent as well, and he actually had a really nice win against HCS on Neo Outlier. So it is going to be a CVP. It's going to be here on Neo Arkanoid, and it's going to be a good game, I think. Drone, this is his kind of map. He always likes to play a crazy series, regardless of who he's against. We saw him play a nearly hour-long series last time on Carthage 3. Let's see what the game's going to be like this time as we get in to Neo Arkanoid. Okay, spawning up here in the top left-hand position, we do have the green Zerg fighting for red. It's Eriador. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right in the cream. It's fighting for Rev. It's CRVT. Now, obviously, the big map features just while we wait for sort of stuff to actually happen in the game. If we zoom out here, we can take a better look. There was, of course, the overview that played in the break, but essentially, you have a lot of buildings that are actually protecting your 3 additional bases. Now, the one benefit of going for these bases is all you have to do is kill these Chrysalists. They don't take too long to kill. 250 health on all of them. But despite the fact there is 4 layers of buildings, you can actually still play aggressive on this map. We saw it in the STPL, it happened in pro games, and it's actually a surprisingly effective strategy. If you can figure out where your opponent has spawned, which is one of the reasons why the pylon bug that was found out, at least recently and shown off by Firebat Hero today, is going to be banned. It's because of how broken it is on a semi-island map. To know where your opponent spawns is a massive advantage, which I will not allow in the SCPL. So anyone caught doing it will have their game become an auto forfeit, so just heads up. I'm going to add it to the rules in the Discord as well for any of the players to have a look at. But obviously keeping an eye on this game itself, we've got CRVT going for a Nexus first here. Very common build on this map. Into a gate, into a gas, so not going to play super greedy. And Eriador, of course, went for his own hatchery first and is going for a spawning pool to be able to kill the Chrysalis. And Xmark Rapid is getting some well-deserved rest. He's tucked up tightly in bed, I believe, and supposedly it's getting a little bit cooler in Korea as well, so hopefully he's having a nice snug sleep.
GLHFGG.
Thank you very much, Manaworld, for the 25 bits. Will say that I never realized those symbols would be read out as carrot, but there we go. We learn something new every day. 3 hatcheries here for Eriador. And the scary thing is, I'm solo casting this game. And because I know Eriador's games can be very long and very epic, I am dreading that this is going to be a massively long game, because I should have done this first. Yeah, Avi versus VT on this map last week was absolutely sick as well. So, CRVT gonna build a Stargate with all of his other buildings. We did... Oh, there we go. CRVT using the secret strats. In case you don't know, you can do this, guys. You can push yourself through buildings. It's not super easy, but you essentially build the pylon behind you, and then you spam right-click on the other side of the temples, and you get through just like that. So... CRVT is going to be able to go for a scout. The only race that cannot do that, of course, is Zerg, just due to the way the buildings work, but they do have overlords, so it's not the biggest deal. Terran can do it by kind of half building like supply depot, and then when the SCV is sort of here off the edge of the building, you can kind of do the same thing. And you also use a barracks to push stuff through, but interestingly, CRVT built his Nexus up here. We're actually going to see 2 Nexuses next to each other, which is something you very rarely, if ever, see. So get ready with your screenshot buttons, guys, because we're going to see 2 Nexuses just like these 2 hatcheries. Okay, here we go. Is the 3rd Nexus going to go up? Is it actually worth it while you're not getting the gas? I don't think it is. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be now. Eriador actually lost an Overlord, and I'm not sure where. Ah, there's a Corsair. Okay, wait, the Corsair didn't get the kill. Did he lose an Overlord to this cannon? That would be a pretty big mistake if he did, but I guess he must have done. Obviously, Eriador going to be able to rebuild his Overlords fairly quickly. 3 bases up already for him. CRVT is getting ready to build that 2nd Nexus. And I mean, it is going to give you additional probe production. Oh no, okay, it's just a rally point. Yeah, there's not actually anything really that can defend against the... Like, he can't defend his Overlords. He's going into lair without a Hydra Den, so... Gonna use the single Spore Colony to try and hold on. Hydra Den finally coming up. Lair is on the way. Off of 3 bases. Looks like we are going to have CRVT expanding again down to this bottom left base. Ah yeah, the goon killed the Overlord, thanks. I completely didn't notice there was a goon on the map, so that's one of the problems with with solo casting. It's really awkward to see what's going on, but c'est la vie. We still go on, but good usage of this Spore Colony, actually going to nearly kill one of the Corsairs, which is a big deal. Now there is an Overlord, gonna check out to see whether or not there's an expansion up here. Obviously you can look at Eriador's scouting. And Eriador has already seen this entire base, so he knows what's going on, at least for the time being. But he won't know there's a robotic support bay down here in the bottom left, so it is, in fact, going to be Corsair Reaver. Very standard build on this map, and a very good build for this map as well. It's very difficult for ground to attack you. But let's see how effective it's actually going to be here against Eriador. I mean, Eriador has played this game since the dawn of time. Like, while we were all not even born yet, Eriador was pretty much like a pro at this game. So Eriador will know exactly what can come from his Protoss opponent at any point in the game. And by scouting the fact there's an extra gas here and an off-center Nexus, he's probably going to be feeling pretty good. And knowing the fact that the economy isn't perfect here for CRVT. I mean, he's trying to break through the middle as well, just checking. Breaking through the middle going to be very, very important to be able to try and catch those speed shuttles that are about to be on the way. Now the first Reaver's out. Oh wow, 2 Reavers are actually out. And this is going to be the moment where we see how much damage CRVT is actually going to be able to do. Now this is actually not that bad. Like, he's actually got relatively good mining of gas. He's having to use more probes for it, but it's not the biggest deal. Now here we go, the Reaver's dropping out into the main. They both have Scarabs. Okay, the Hydras are going to struggle so much against this. He's going to be flying into choke points. Good for Scarab. 4 of the drones even already down. The Spore Colony is going to go down. And if that goes down, the Corsairs get free reign over the Overlords. Okay, the Reaver's dropping back out again. Good Scarab. Wait, has he got the Scarab damage upgrade? These Hydras are dying. Oh, I guess they die to 1 Scarab. I never really thought about that before, but... Reaver damage, if you're going Corsair Reaver, is actually a very good upgrade, because you do so much more damage against everything. Is he actually going for any further upgrades? Yeah, there we go. I believe this is the Reaver damage upgrade, so... He is getting ready to do that. Looks like a Sunken is going to be the order of the day here to try and defend, but the Scarab's taking it down immediately. Oh my god, all the eggs are going to die here. That's another 4. Oh my goodness, that... And he saves his shuttle as well. Amazing play. The Scourge not able to get the connections they need. And the Reaver's going to get away after doing a huge amount of damage. CRVT is in a great spot in this game. Cannons are actually coming up. These are a little bit superfluous. I'm trying to say that word, but I'm probably saying it wrong, but... Superfluous? Okay, I can't say it. They're not really needed. You know what? I'm born in England, and I'm not good at my own language. Welcome to the UK. We've actually got 5 Reavers down here right now, and I believe there's still 2 in the shuttle. No. So no Reavers in the shuttle for now. Actually going to opt to take a 4th base. I mean, he's going to have to bring some units, but necessarily he doesn't have to. He can actually just take the 2nd main up here, and that looks like what he's going to do. Now, are we going to have double shuttle? Yes, we are. So we're going to have 2 shuttles, 2 Reavers in each. Both going in to harass at different locations. We do have Scourge heading out on the map, though. So suddenly these shuttles, these Corsairs, are going to have to take a lot more care. They don't have free reign over the air anymore. Now, there's no Hydra... Oh, there's no... Oh, he gets a good connection on one of the Corsairs. Can he get the 2nd one? +1 attack is done, by the way. Oh, no. Oh man, Scourge. Scourge are just the weirdest unit. How did they not attack there? I think Eriador used the wrong button or something. They flew like straight through the Corsairs. Now, did Eriador see the number of Reavers? I don't think he did. Scourge have like a crazy short vision range as well. We're actually going to have double shuttle now. They have both spawned. Not opting to fill both of the shuttles. I'm not really sure why. Taking 4 Reavers is obviously better than taking 3, but the Reaver damage upgrade is done. 125 damage per shot. Oh no! Oh no, he's flying into the Hydras! Okay, that was unbelievably close, but the Hydras are going to be pushing through the oh man, the shuttle with the 2 Reavers in is the one that's the lowest. Oh, he needs to be careful. Okay, D-Web going down on the Spore Colonies. This makes it impossible for the Hydras to shoot while under them, making the Reavers even stronger. But you can see that Drone has got a lot of his units stuck up here. He wants to push into the 4th base, but he's unable to. So much damage coming in from these Reavers right now, but he's going to have to go and defend his 4th base. Looks like we are going to have Drone taking a drone with him as well, just to add a hatchery, I think, when he kills the base. But is he going to be able to? Oh, the shuttles! The shuttles are going to come in at the perfect angle. They're not going to get sniped, which is the main thing. The Reaver's going to drop out. And let's see if he can hold on to this base. Looks like he will do for now. And Eriador is going to pull back, but looks like he is going to try and hide a base down here in the bottom left. This gives him not only the additional minerals when he can take the base, but it also gives him a staging ground to put down a Nidus Canal. Now, there is a creep colony coming up here. Lair. Hive even. I was meant to say Hive to begin with. Is finally going to be done. This lone Zergling breaking his way through the other buildings. Oh! Okay, luckily enough there was only 1 Hydra there, but he has actually left his Reavers back here to defend. This is quite good. High Templar's done. Storm should be on the way. Fleet Beacon is of course done. Oh, and it's going to be Carriers. You know what? I don't disagree with this decision. Carriers are going to be pretty good right now. You have +2 attack on your Corsairs. it's going to be very difficult for Scourge to connect with the carriers. And you know what? This is pretty much a... It's not a replay as such, but it reminds me a lot of Avi versus... I think it was Pinkbrush? No, it wasn't Pinkbrush. Who was he playing against? Anyone know? But it was carriers on New Arkanoid. Carriers in PvZ are so cool. Oh, it was Wico. Yeah, it was DK, sorry. Yeah, it was VT DK. Okay, let's see if Drone can deal with the carriers as well as Avi did. Because Avi was trading Hydras for carriers like an absolute boss. I noticed Avi's in chat, so he's supporting his team here, as a lot of the Rev people do. Now, there is going to be 4 shuttles worth of Reavers right now. This is just ridiculous. If you have 4 shuttles full of Reavers, what is your opponent going to do about it? No amount of Hydras you can send it. Wow. That was a little bit unfortunate. The Corsair, unfortunately, able to do, or unable to save itself. But the problem Drone has... Oh! Okay, all of the... Look at this! There's just so much destruction. But the trouble is the D-Web's coming in and he's actually having to walk his Reavers through it. Not the position you want to be in. These D-Webs are actually hurting him more than helping, but the Spore Colony is going to go down. That's going to give him the ability to actually pick up his units again and go in for more damage with the D-Webs. Trying to keep an eye on what's going on the mini-web as well. It looks like Drone is going for a big drop here into the 3rd base, so it's going to be a base trade here. The Reavers doing so much damage. But look at this drop coming in. There's going to be very little defense, only 4 cannons. Oh man, this is turning out to be an epic game already. And Ensnare going down on the Corsairs. That's absolutely massive. There's nothing to contest this drop. The natural is going to go down here for CRVT. But Eriador is taking a lot of damage as well, losing his own natural as soon as the Reavers fly away. A hatchery gets built. Okay, there is actually a Hydra burrow trap set up right now. The drop in the main. Oh man, the Hydras are actually going to get in and scout the carriers. This is a massive deal, but there's so many carriers already. This could be a little bit too little too late for Eriador. The Reavers jumping down. Some of the Hydras actually unburrowing. But not all of them. There we go. Oh no, they're going to be walking through a... Oh man, these Reavers are doing so much damage. The drop has been defended for now. Oh, he's actually going to take it up to the 4th base. But look at this, the Reavers. They've got so much damage. I want to see the kills, but you can't. It's so annoying. But okay, all the Reavers have been carried or cleared up by now. It looks like Storm going down on those Hydras, trying to defend, trying to drop to attack that 4th base. Unable to do so. But finally the Nidus is done. It's going to be an extra base here for Eriador. The natural is still not finished again, so only 2 base economy right now for him. Gonna need to add on another base, obviously. Expanding towards where your Protoss opponent isn't normally the best choice. But this is Eriador, man. He is the king of weird situations. And can you get any weirder than this? The Golden Armada pushing their way through the left-hand side of the map. They are going to head straight back into this 3rd base that has only just recently finished. Another drop going down, getting forced away by Storm. Not really that many units in this one, I don't think, at the moment. Yeah, it's just empty Overlords, but the Corsairs coming in. I really do wonder if it's possible for Eriador to do anything about this many carriers, but he does have at least 1 Queen. And if he can get an Ensnare off on the Interceptors, that'd be pretty good. There's even a Ulysses here for some reason. Not really sure what the purpose of that is, but... It looks like some of the Scourge being wasted on Interceptors. One does get a hit there. We're going to be up at 8 carriers. There's going to be another big drop coming down to the natural. There's actually a load of Scourge going around the left as well. And I mean, CRVT's economy isn't that great either. I mean, if this base goes down, there's a ton of probes over here where the 3rd base hasn't been rebuilt yet. These probes have nowhere to escape to. And there's no units back here now. Oh, there's the ensnare on the carriers. The carriers are going to find it so difficult to actually run away from those hydras now. But there's barely any hydras up here. The Scourge coming in from behind. Okay, there goes one carrier. Another one is about to go down. That's 3 carriers dead for CRVT. And after doing so much damage, Eriador is actually doing a relatively good job. Can he take down the... Oh, he takes down the Nidus. That's going to make it a little bit harder to defend this base up the top left. And the carriers are going to get away for now. The base actually survives. In the bottom left, the Reavers come up and save it. Cannon going to come up here as well. CRVT really does need to look to expand again, though. His economy isn't that great. He is at 200 supply. A lot of that's going to be in these carriers. Let's have a look at the upgrades. I think he should be on +3 attack now. Yeah, +3 attack is done. And Eriador is going to lose yet another base here to these carriers. Great play so far by CRVT. Look at this positioning. How do you deal with this as Eriador? Avi did a great job, but it's because DK kept flying his carriers out in the middle of the map. But look at this, he's just abusing these cliffs so well. Okay, this is a little bit dangerous though, pushing out into the middle where all of these hydras are. This could be 2 dead carriers. One gets picked off. The second one very close to dying. And losing the carriers is going to be a way that CRVT can let Eri back in this game. But so far, Eriador doing a really good job against these carriers somehow. I thought it'd be a lot harder than it actually has turned out to be. I mean, Eriador's got his 3rd base, 3rd gas mining, or his 4th base, 4th gas mining. The 3rd still isn't remining, but the carrier's actually going up to the top left. Gonna scout the fact there's a base up there, but they're in the middle of all the Hydralisks. I was just seeing how good the positioning was before, and they just get caught out of position once, and suddenly a lot of the carriers go down. There is still an additional 3 that have been built, so we are back up to 5 carriers, but he needs to be careful with them. I mean, Storm going off on just a single Hydra, that's not going to do much. And there's not really that much here to defend anymore. CRVT has not rebuilt this base. CRVT's economy is running dry. 1 base economy when you own carriers, yeah, you've got a big bank, but say you need to remax, all of a sudden you're going to have a lot of trouble. And it's 5 Stargate carriers. There's only a single gateway right now. A single gateway at this stage in the game is... Oh, okay, there's 2 more gateways over here. But that's preposterous. Absolutely preposterous that there'd only be 3 gateways at this stage in a PvT, or PvZ even. But you know what? He's relying entirely on carriers. Link speed isn't even done yet. What game are we watching right now? Eriador skipping link speed until they've got Hive. That's insane. Now the carrier's going to be able to go in. They're going to kill this, or these Hydras at least. There's no Nidus Canal, so it's going to be carriers against Mutas Hydras over a base that's probably going to die. There's units coming in. It's going to be more Scourge. The Scourge, are they going to get connections on the carriers? They do. 2 of the carriers, or 1 of the carriers, 2 of the carriers goes down. Is that +3 carapace done? Yeah, +3 flyer carapace. Look how long these Mutas survive against the Corsairs. That's insane. But the base is going to go down, and Eriador's economy is going to be in trouble again. Like, the 3rd base is only just starting to mine again, but look how dry it is. Are both players going to mine out in this game? Is this what we're going to see? Both players are re-expanding to their bases that died before. And I mean, there's 2 additional carriers here that aren't part of the fight. I don't see a world in which Eriador can come back in this, because he's taken so much damage over and over again. And there's 8 carriers now. Wow. Ignore me, there's now 4 carriers, or 6 carriers even. Oh my goodness. So many carriers have died in the making of this production, but the final remaining base from Eriador could actually be going down, but the Hydras are going to get on top of the carriers again. There's no D-Matrix left. Another carrier goes down. Oh my god, is Eri going to take out all of the carriers? CRVT making a massive error there. And what are the deburbs here? They're in the wrong place, but unfortunately the Hydra is able to move. Okay, so now we're in a really awkward situation. Eriador is mining off of a single base. This base is not going to come up. These should be Devourers. Yes, they are. Devourers are going to help against the Interceptors. They're going to help against everything else as well. Can't actually expand down here because the creep hasn't receded enough. There's 2 idle carriers that I think CRVT has forgotten about. Now we are going to have a base attempt over here by Eriador. If he can get that up, obviously things are going to be a little bit different. The main base is up now. CRVT is still without an extra base. The 4th base is still mining. 3rd base is about to mine out though, so that's going to be a pretty big problem. What are the carriers doing? I almost feel like if he struck with the carriers now, he could kill Eriador. Eriador does not have much supply. He doesn't have that many workers, and he's on a single mining base, but we really need to see these 2 carriers come into play. They even have interceptors. And they're just not... oh no! Losing another carrier. This is so unfortunate here by CRVT. He needs his Corsairs in the right place. If he can kill the Scourge, like there's no reason these Scourge should be ever connecting with anything. I mean, 3 Devourers with +3 Flyer Carapace, that's going to do a ton of damage. It almost feels like just switching to Shoal Reaver again would be very strong. Now, we're going to see more Corsairs, or more carriers get attacked. The Corsairs are going to do barely any damage to these Devourers. The carriers are going to go down again. Look how slow Devourers die to Corsairs. It's crazy. We need to see some scouts up in here, but we've got a Nidus Canal coming up. If we see that Nidus finish, all of a sudden there's going to be a ton of Hydras being able to pop through, and it's finished. So this attack on the bottom left is going to stop. And this game is still on. There's no Interceptor upgrade either, according to CRVT. He forgot about... wait. Yeah, I think he forgot about the Interceptor upgrade. Oh no, all the probes are stuck as well. These 2 carriers have still been forgotten about, unfortunately. The base up here is healthy. The base here is healthy as well. Eriador is somehow alive on 60 supply. And he is now expanding to the entire bottom left of the map. Well, I always say that Eriador somehow manages to have the craziest, longest games, and this is definitely one of those examples. A fantastic game so far, rivaling Avi versus DK so far for me, but issue is, it's 4 carriers, it should be 6, and they don't have the Interceptor upgrade. The Interceptor upgrade is so unbelievably important that forgetting it in a game where you're going mass air is a massive mistake. Like, obviously, so much has been going... oh! Oh, we found the carriers! We've done it! The fleet's back together. Perfect. Here we go. He needs the Interceptor upgrade so badly, but look at his minerals. He's so poor. Like, CRVT... is so unbelievable. Is in a lot of trouble. I mean, we've got a lot of Scourge going towards his Corsairs again. These probes have managed to drop out, but they're running through the middle of the map for some reason. Like, oh no, they're gonna get caught out by the Hydras. Okay, so CRVT gonna head down towards Eriador's bottom left bases. We do... oh no, the probes are gonna go down again. This is so many workers to be losing. The carriers can't make a decision of where they want to go. They kind of seem to want to attack, and then they're like, oh wait, we better fall back. But we've got Devourers again. This time it's going to die a little bit quicker due to the help of the carriers, but... trouble is, CRVT is eventually going to be outgrown by Eriador, and Eriador is doing an incredible job to make that happen right now. Now, he's barely got any probes up here because a lot of the probes are still actually stuck. There's a few idle probes down here. No idle probes in the main, luckily enough, but +1 shields is done. Where are the carriers? Let's see if... So we've got +1 Protoss plating on air, and we've got interceptors, but we still don't have the interceptor upgrade. CRVT, you're probably kicking yourself after forgetting that. Forgetting that upgrade. 2-1 upgrades on the Hydralisk, 3 flyer carapace. And I mean, CRVT does have only 1 less base than Eriador right now, but his economy is not doing that great. He's got a lot of supply, which is obviously going to be a massive advantage. But at the moment, it looks really difficult for CRVT to make anything happen with the carriers. Like, if he can get the carriers over to just kill one of the bases, then Eriador can't grow any further. But the trouble is, Eriador is just sending a few units here and there. Oh, that was a misclick. But that is a lot of D-Web in the same place. Oh no, and Storm and Urine Corsairs. We don't like to see that. The burrow played by Eriador as well. Just adding insult to injury. But look at Eriador's supply. It's not super high, but we've got 1 base, 2 base, 3 base. This base is still kind of active, so it's going to be 4 base. And if Eriador can keep growing, can get to max with the right kind of army, this game is still possible for Eriador. Obviously CRVT has still a big lead, despite losing so many carriers, but just imagine if this was 12 to 14 carriers right now and he hadn't lost all those carriers early on. Like, Eriador would not have a place in this game. The fact that carrier count is so low gives him a shot. Now, there's going to be a queen coming over here. This is going to be likely for an ensnare, but Parasite could be incredibly good. And there we go, Parasite. And you know what, queen, or you know what can't happen? Protoss can't take out the Parasite, so there is going to be complete vision over the carriers every single second of this game from now on until that carrier dies, unless CRVT sends it somewhere else. Still, only 4 interceptors, no interceptor upgrade in sight. Kedar and Amulet coming in now. But look how important this is. Eriador sees everything. Look at all these Scourge. He's now got perfect cloning opportunity. And these carriers don't have their interceptors out either, so there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing here to block the Scourge going into the carriers. Let's see how the cloning's been. Okay, only getting... Wow, 3 of the carriers go down. Perfect cloning there by Eriador. Getting a couple of Corsairs there as well. And the carrier count getting reset once again. And CRVT is still fairly poor. CRVT can't afford all of this stuff. Now here we go, we've got a Storm Drop coming in here to the top left hand position. Let's see how much damage it can do. A big, well actually, wow. Oh, wow, there was actually a load of drones under those Overlords, so he does actually manage to scrape 7 kills out of that. Look at the Corsair count now. Still only +1 plasma shields and +1 plating. Where is the... So no additional upgrades, at least from here, and no additional upgrades here. So, Storm Drop coming in. Oh, that was a big Storm Drop down here in the bottom left. Did miss that. Thought that was an Observer. But gets a good number of drones. And CRVT is still in a very, very powerful position. Despite losing a load of carriers over and over again, the economy of drone isn't that great. Especially now. And you know what? If CRVT can keep the constant pressure up, then this game is probably done so for Eriador. I mean, Eriador obviously still holding on, still doing the best he possibly can. Now, oh my goodness, one of the shuttles goes down. Eriador getting so many good Scourge connections this game. And unfortunately for him, the Parasite carrier died as well, so no longer free vision over the entire army forever. So that's a little bit better. But there is 3 additional queens coming out here. They are going to go for 3 parasites, Possibly... Oh, wait, no. You know what would be really good here? Yeah, he's going to go for an ensnare on the Corsairs. If he can get that, this game is going to look very dangerous for CRVT. This is his entire fleet. His main army is just air units. So if ensnare goes down with these 7 Devourers, these Corsairs are going to absolutely melt, and so are the carriers. Here we go. Queen coming in from the side. Let's see what he can do. Oh, the Queen dies. Oh, damn. Sorry, I missed the storm drop again. Oh, boy. It's so hard to solo cast. Oh! No, wait. Okay, so we do have the Parasites again. But obviously they're not going to be as strong when you've lost a load of your units. So, a little bit unfortunately he didn't get the ensnare going there. So the Devourer is not going to do as much. If you ensnare the Inceptors, for instance, it makes it very difficult. But you can see just how quickly these Corsairs are going to start to melt. Well, at least you would do if Eriador had more units. But the trouble is Eriador doesn't. There's not enough units here. Some of the Hydras getting stuck in the middle. Never actually opted to take out the things to get into the middle of the map. And Eriador's economy, he's only down to 42 drones. And he's even bases with CRVT, who's growing up to an 8k bank overall. And here we go, the storm, the D-web going down all over this base. And has CRVT finally broken through in a position where he's not going to lose a lot of units? I'm still not sure. The Hydralisks all having to go the long way around to try and deal with this. The base is going to go down at the very least. Another Parasite, that is of course going to be good. But what matters is crippling CRVT, and CRVT has such a massive bank that I don't think Eriador can. I think CRVT has done it. The storms are going crazy right now. So many dead Hydralisks. So many dead Scourge there as well, and the Devourers, they're not doing anything up here. They need to be going to fight the Corsairs or something. But there's absolutely nothing that Eriador... Yeah, Eriador doesn't have anything anymore. His bank is starting to build up. But the Devourer is going to go down. Oh, that was a big mistake. Flying your Corsairs into Storm is not a position you want to be in, especially when they've been hit by acid spores. But the carrier's going to come back, clean the rest of this up. Still no Inceptor upgrade. Just imagine how quickly this game would have been over before if he had 8 Inceptors compared to 4 per carrier. That would be ridiculous. Oh, does Acid Spore not increase damage on Storm? Ah. You know what? We very rarely see Acid Spores that I don't know, but look at this. Another 2 Parasites coming in. Oh my goodness, the Hydras. Oh, the D-Web. Look at that. Perfect, but perfect counter micro here by Eriador. One of the carriers, I think, went down there, so that's a big win for Eriador as his unit count continues to increase. The Parasites over and over by these Queens have been really, really sick. CRVT going to be forced to add a load of cannons up here. The Templar energy is starting to slowly wear off. But the base did get taken down here, only just now is starting to come back up. And Eriador, like, where is his economy coming from? It's just going to be these 2 bases for now. The carrier is going to now go in. The Corsair is actually going to opt to do a little bit of scouting. But once again, we're just in a really weird situation. Like, I don't know how... Okay, a single Guardian, that's really unfortunate you get scouted. Wait, use the Corsairs to kill the Reaver. Use the Hydras to kill the Corsair. Damn, I'm losing my mind. The game's too long. But what a sick game it's been. Oh, look at that ensnare. So much green goo on all of these Corsairs, making it a little bit harder for them to rotate around the map. But Eriador can't do any damage. He can't find an in. Another Parasite going down. And oh my god, an ensnare on the carriers. Oh my goodness, the Hydra's getting on the bottom of the carriers here. They're not going to be able to get away, but look at this. They're getting over the cliff just. 2 of the carriers survive. Wow, after all that, he saves 2 of his carriers. That's a massive deal, and there's still nothing. Absolutely nothing that... Oh, okay, here we go. This one lone guardian is going to take out all of the oh no, never mind. Guardians do not like storm. More carriers being added on. We're going to have a shuttle drop going down here to the bottom left. The Corsair is going to fly in, see what's going on, take out the Overlord. You know what? With the amount of Corsairs he has, I almost feel like building 10 DTs and just attacking would win the game. But here we go. It looks like the Hydras are going to unburrow on the bottom of the carriers, but I don't think it's going to be enough. There's only 3 Hydras here, and there's 2 Reavers. This base is going to go down immediately. CRVT, though, mined out this top right base. His right-hand base is almost mined out, and his top left base is almost mined out as well. So... oh my god, that ensnare was completely crazy. Trouble is, he's got nothing that can take advantage of the ensnare. That's the big issue that Eriador has. Like, he keeps ensnaring, he keeps using Parasite, but he doesn't have the units to be able to deal with it. Okay, here we go again. Hydra's pushing in, seeing if they can get on top of this army. We finally have some more Devourers. They're going to be pushing in on this carrier force, but look at the storm. It does so much damage. I think we've finally got to the end of this game, maybe. Eriador is struggling. He's got so few units. CRVT's Golden Armada still holds strong. I was kind of hoping we'd see a large amount of kills on the carriers, but he's been trading carriers away so frequently. There's not a huge amount on them, but... oh my goodness, he stormed his own carrier to death. Okay, Defiler Mound is going to go down. I don't even think Consume is done yet. I've not seen a single Defiler on this map. Like, if he had Defilers, Swarm would save everything from the carriers. That's kind of how weird this game is, but 3 Reavers going to take out the pretty much the final bastion of hope of Eriador in this game. We're going to have one last engagement here, one last shot at trying to keep everything alive. I mean, there's still so many acid spores, but unfortunately, like, there's just not enough units here anymore. Eriador is down to 1 base economy. And that 1 base is very likely to go down in just a few seconds when CRVT decides to run his Reavers up there. Okay, so the carrier's moving in, gonna take down the gas. The Devourer is going to be unable to do too much here, but it looks like we are going to have a big engagement. This is the final stand of Eriador. Let's actually zoom out a little bit, see what we can do. The Interceptors are going to die so quickly, but Storm coming in, the Devourer is still trying to do what they can, and Ensnare going down on the carriers. Oh my goodness. This is such a tiring game to even watch. There's just so much going on. So many units. GG, Eriador taps out, CRVT takes game number 3, and Rev are going to go up 2.